Okay, in this video we're going to be going through Google search ads. We'll do a quick intro to Google search ads so you learn more about how they're set up. We'll do Google search ad formats and setup so you learn about the different types of ads you can use in Google search, and then do Google search ad best practices. That way you have your ad set up and everything optimized to where you can make your ad campaigns more profitable. So let's start with an intro to Google search ads as it's set up inside your campaigns. So at the top level of is the campaign. We went through all of the settings on that, and then you group everything together in the ad groups, group together all your keywords by theme, and then you set up your ads. So you have the ad group with the specific keywords and a theme, and then the ads that match that theme. So in our running shoe example, we have the running shoes, we have the hiking shoes, different types of shoes. You have all these different groups. These are the ads that you're going to customize to match those keywords better. Search ads in Google Ads are set up within the ad group level. Ads are in the third level of the hierarchy for running your ads within groups within similar keywords. So it's later in the setup once you have everything organized. This is where you control which ads show when your keywords trigger your ads to show on Google.com. These are the actual ads you're writing that are going to pop up on Google for potential customers and clients, website visitors to click on. So we'll go through the setup now so you know how to set these up inside Google Ads and make more sense, because most of us have seen ads on Google, but we'll explain more detail how to set them up and how to set them up effectively. So Google search ads setup. There's a couple of different formats. We'll run through them all. So I wanted to point out a specific update on this. If you're new to Google Ads or you haven't been in an account for a while, or if you're taking over an older account, maybe for a client, you might remember June 30th, 2022, so a little while back, they removed extended text ads. So it used to look like this. You just picked one headline, headline 2, headline 3, description 1, description 2, and it gave you a preview over here. Some accounts will still allow the extended text ads to be there and to run, but you cannot edit them anymore, and you cannot create new ones anymore. So you might still see these in the account. Responsive search ads are the only ones you can set up now, but just for illustration purposes, I just wanted to show you how an ad is set up, and then we'll switch over to responsive ads so that it all makes sense coming together. So if you're finding this content useful, go ahead and like and subscribe to get more great content like this. Or if you decided you don't really want to learn how to do this yourself anymore, click on the description link below. We'll run everything for you. We'll even do a free audit, free consultation, so you can see exactly what we would do if we took over management of your account. That way you can focus on running your business rather than learning how to run ads all day. So here's what the ad looks like on Google.com, and then the setup, it goes line by line for setting everything up. So I'll highlight that here. So you have amazing running shoes would be the headline 1, and that shows up headline 1 right here. Headline 2, shop online and save. That's just adding more details to it. That's going to show up position 2. Headline 3 actually doesn't always show. Kind of depends on if what position it's on. Is it desktop? Is it mobile? So just keep that in mind when you're setting up. Headline 3 doesn't always show, but we have free shipping just in case it does show. So you have headline 3 right here. You have the display path. This is actually, there's a URL of where exactly it goes to, and then the display path, you can just, it's not the actual URL, you can just put in more keywords or something like that to help the ad pop right here so people can see that. Then the description, that's the longer text down here that's under the blue clickable links. So you've just got a longer description of why people should click on that, why people should buy. So you've got high quality running shoes at affordable prices, buy online today. There's a call to action to help people take an action. So description 1, it goes first, and then it splits up the 2, even if you don't have a period or exclamation point. Description 2 comes right after that. We offer fast and free shipping nationwide. There's description 2. So also to keep in mind, description 2 doesn't always show. Sometimes it cuts it off, and headline 3 doesn't always show. So just keep that in mind. You want headline 1 and 2 to be your most important selling points, and headline 3 If it's cut off, that's fine. Just make sure you don't have running shoes as headline 3. That's the most important thing in this ad. Description 1, same thing. Get all your selling points, your call to action, everything that's most important in description 1, and some other add-ons in description 2, just in case it gets cut off, you still have your main points. So that's structuring your ads. This is inside Google Ads. You set it up and then it gives you a preview. Also gives you a preview on mobile. So that's expanded text ads. Even though they're phasing that out, it's just simpler to see this before you go to a responsive ad, which is a very expanded version of this with automation. So that's the most common text ad that you'd use inside Google Ads. There's also another ad format, and we'll switch over to that. Now it's a call ad, or call only is another name for it. It's where the headline is a phone number and people can click on it and call right away. You'll typically do these just on mobile, and they're for a type of business that wants people to call immediately. They don't necessarily need to go to your website. They just need to call. So home services, this is very common. You could do it for attorneys. You could do it for other industries that need phone calls. Most commonly, it's home services, though. And you don't have to do this ad format. The other format does have text ads can have phone numbers on it through ad extensions, or even with home services, they can click on your website and view your prices, your certifications, or attorneys. You can see testimonials, different things like that. You don't have to do a call ad. They can click on your website and then call you anyway. So it's a different ad format. You might test, or if you're trying to get calls, you can still do a standard text ad. But if you're setting these up, it gives you a preview over here. Go ahead and highlight this. So the phone number, that's going to be the headline. It says call, and then whatever phone number you put here. This one, the order is a little bit different. Your business name is down here, and that shows up first, whatever your business name is. Headline 1 shows right after that, and headline 2 is usually cut off. It's too short, so you really just need, AC repair is the example here. You've got a company name and then fast AC repair. Everything else, special or something, will probably get cut off. Description line 1, that one's going to show, so you can have some more selling points. We're fast and affordable AC repair in Houston or wherever you are. Description line 2 often gets cut off, so just remember that. So description line 1's right here, and 2. Main thing with call only is the phone number is the headline. So remember, you don't get the keywords in the headline. You only get a tiny bit of space with your company name and some additional selling points in your headline and description. So it's again, if you're looking for phone calls, you don't necessarily have to do a call ad. Sometimes with home services or different consultations, people still want to click and look at your website and research you before they call. Where some other repair services and remodeling or different things like that, they'll call immediately. So you can test either ad format. Just want you to know that that's available in there. Next option, this is somewhat new, the responsive ads. It follows the same format as the expanded text ads. It just, instead of testing multiple ones, you could put in a bunch of different headlines and it'll rotate them through automatically. And you put in multiple descriptions and Google's automation rotates these through to see which one works the best. So you still have, let me highlight this here. You still have your final URL and then your display path, which is, it's not the actual URL, you just put a keyword in there to help it pop a little bit more. Then you've got your headlines here, they'll rotate through, and then you've got your descriptions, which it's still, it's gonna rotate through the order to better optimize it. You do have some control. We recommend your main headline that you have to have in there. For example, this one with running shoes, amazing running shoes, there's a pin option right there. You can pin it and say amazing running shoes needs to be in headline 1 no matter what. Typically you will do that. We recommend pinning these to have more control on them. And then the second 2 can rotate, however. These are just selling points. Shop online and save, amazing prices, free shipping, huge savings, quality and affordability, but amazing running shoes. When you pin it, you're telling Google, don't rotate this, leave it in #1 position. You can do the same thing with descriptions. They'll have, when you click on it, it'll have a pin icon here, and you can tell it description 1 needs to stay in this spot. Description 2 can rotate any of these 3. So it's like the expanded text ads. I'll go back to that. It's like these, but with it's like these. When you go to the expanded text ads, the old ones, you put in the headline, the description, and that's the way it was. It was just set up as that one static option. Whereas the new one, you put them all in at the same time. You have a bunch of different headlines and a bunch of different descriptions, and it'll rotate through all of them. You do have a little more control. You can pin it and say, I want that to be #1 headline no matter what. But that's the new format. And also, just a side note, throughout the Google dashboard, they do have a lot of suggestions. They are just suggestions. It's not going to affect your rank or anything like that. So if you have a well-written ad that's customized for your industry and your business, honestly, just ignore this. It's saying it's poor. This ad isn't poor though. It has amazing running shoes, which running shoes is a keyword. We've got shop online and save. We've got fast and free shipping. We have everything we need. Don't rewrite and customize every ad keyword and your entire account based on Google's suggestions. These are automated suggestions. Sometimes they make sense. A lot of times they don't. So you can ignore it. You don't have to add more headlines. You don't need to include popular keywords in your headlines. You don't need to make your headlines more unique. They're just suggestions. Poor doesn't mean anything at all. And you'll see while you're setting up your Google account, there's lots of random suggestions. Most of them don't make any sense, and they don't affect your performance at all. So write the ads that make sense to you. You don't have to hit all of Google's checkboxes. They're just suggestions. I want to really emphasize that. Also, just mentioning more control and writing the ads the way you want them to. When you click on the pin right here, just a side note, it'll pop up this little headline. Have this zoomed in. It starts with, when you pin it, it'll rotate it, it does the first, second, or third position. If you want to pin it, select where you want to pin it to, so it's always there. So in this case, we want this headline that we pin to always be in headline 1. Don't rotate it, don't change it out. So that's the pin we have set up for this one. Amazing running shoes, we told to pin it to position 1. And you can do the same thing with the descriptions if you want to pin those as well. It's the same option, you just pin it. So next we'll talk about Google Search Ads best practices. So these are our recommendations for getting the most out of your Google search campaigns to make sure you have a good ROI. And you're not just getting clicks or building up quality score or click-through rate. You're actually getting results, and you're getting sales, you're getting leads, you're achieving your goals in Google, because there's so many different things you can do with it and just get clicks or optimization score and all these other things. But we highly recommend to tailor your ad campaign to what your goals are. And for most people, that's more leads, more clients or customers, and more sales. So ours are very specific to that. They're going to go against the suggestions that are automated inside Google. And so just want to emphasize that. So you want to make sure that your keywords from your ad group, those are in the headline and the description. So going back to the running shoes example, you have running shoes keywords in your ad group. You want to make sure running shoes is in the headline, typically the first spot, and ideally mention it in the description as well. You also want to have a strong CTA, which is a call to action. You can do that in headline 2 is a very common one. In the description, I mean, you can have it in there twice. That's fine too. So you'd have call now, order today, book a consultation, some type of action you want the person to take after they click on the ad. You don't want to do click now. You want to do a step further. You want to do call now or order today or book a consultation. So you're telling them what to do after they click. Also, you want to add unique selling points that help you stand out from competitors. Most of the time you have to put these in the description. They're just so long, but if you can fit them in the headline, if it's a huge selling point that you have and other competitors don't, maybe free shipping, free consultation, free estimate, free inspection, something like that that other people don't do and you do, probably put that in the headline. If not, most of these you can stack up in the description. So if it's something like 30 years of experience or locally owned and operated, A+, Better Business Bureau rating, licensed, bonded, insured. That's to ensure trust that you're legitimate, you're licensed, you're certified, whatever it is for your industry. Free shipping is very popular. If you're running a promotion, you can put it in the ad. If you have 30% off for March or something like that, you can put it in the ad. Just something to make your ad stand out and look different than competitors and your main selling points. They'll usually go in the description, but again, you can put them in the headline if you have room. So the Google Ads guidelines, you want to keep in mind when putting together ads. They have some specific rules. You can look them up more in Google's policies, but just wanted to go through a couple real fast. There's no excessive spacing. Just use one space in between words. No phone numbers allowed in the ad text. You'll use the ad extension for this, or a call ad if you want the phone number to be the headline. No foul language, of course. No bashing other competitors, such as, other companies are ripoffs, call us instead. No using competitors' names in ads, such as we are better than XYZ company. And some other ones to remember, no misspellings unless it's your company name, for example. One exclamation point allowed and one description only. You can't have exclamation points in the headlines or display URLs. No other symbols allowed. Just standard text. No emojis. Must use standard capitalization, so no words in all caps unless it's approved, like ASAP or some other abbreviation that's common. You can capitalize the first letter of every word, like title case. You don't have to, though. That's just a common one you see in descriptions and headlines. And just no odd repetition, like sale, sale, sale. You have to say it's on sale this weekend or something like that. I mean, pretty much just don't write strange ads, and you should be fine. Just follow the basic guidelines. And again, Google's ad help section has a lot more details on these. But if you've never seen it before, that's typically because it's outside of Google's policies.